What's up, Kripple Krew? I see that B Shady, member of the Kripple Krew Inc., was in first. We had Grand Prize Greg Vanderlip, Broke Ass Knives, Bushcraft Rebooted, Marco, Ron Crow, member of Kripple Krew Inc., Robo Steve-O, Kathleen Smith, what's up, sis? How is everybody doing this morning? What's up? Hope everybody's week has started off well. KO Knives, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? How are you today? Why does it say, hey, at Marco on the top of my screen? That's weird. Garrett, what's going on, brother? Member of Kripple Krew Inc. How are you? That looks weird. Nope, that looks weirder. There we go. Hi, nigga. There we go. All right. Kershaw Junkyard Dog 2? Say what? I am doing well this morning, thank you. Checking out a few American-made knives that just came in last night. Brand new American loaning his TRM Shadow, Neutron, and Atom to the channel for me to carry and review. And these, I can tell, are his work knives. These are not any type of safe queens. He puts his atoms through work and they still look and feel fantastic. Just killer washer action. Beautiful knives. I do think that this atom, even though I like big knives, is the least of my favorite, or least favorite of the three, just because they're so thin that this one seems too long and thin. The short thin with this one feels right. Bought your first Grail knife. Oh yeah, what'd you get? Maricela Saldana, what's up and welcome. How are you today? War Room EDC, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? How are you, brother? Yeah, this one, the Shadow is my favorite. But I really do like the Neutron. I like the Neutron more than the Atom. The Neutron is, it feels like the thinness is made for this size. The action on these is insane for washer action. Just crazy. This one feels the best. The Shadow. Dan, Stan, what's going on, homie? How's it going? What's everybody drinking today? I don't have my Monster, so thought I'd throw a dash of whiskey in the coffee. Mikey Trails, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Corbin, what's up, my homie? It's EDC with DBD, but it's the full word with. YouTube, I did EDCW DBD for some reason, but Instagram and TikTok are EDC with DBD. Same logo. I'm not hard to find. How's Zeta, Junior, Blue, and Coco? I don't think it matters, but here I'll link it. I'm pulling it up so I can link it. Where's just share profile? Well, let's do this. Dragoon, what's going on, homie? How's it going? That should be it, homie. Your first grab was a Kershaw 1725 SG2, which sells for around $450. Bought a second one in auction for $137.50. Sells around $200, but this one's got the pocket clip. Very cool. Dedicated company, man, huh? Yeah. Anybody else in here have experience with TRM? Yo, did I just go frozen? No, okay. These just came in yesterday. This is my very first experience with TRM. Because I had permission to, and I knew these weren't shelf queens, I put all three in the pocket as soon as they got here. Hell yeah, good idea, KO. War Room EDC, make sure you checking him out. Just started his creation journey, but he's got a sick collection. Weldon Carey, what's on? What's going up, homie? How are you today, my friend? How was school and shit? Dan, so far, I'm impressed. Now, they are thinner than I expected, but I knew they were thin. I knew it in my head, but they are thinner than expected, which isn't great for my hands, but the Neutron fits better than the Atom, and the Shadow is a little wider, so it's perfect. Woo! This one feels real good. I like them all. They all feel fantastic. They're crazy thin, slicey blade stock with beautiful grinds on them. I love this carbon fiber. Makes this atom or neutron so light. And the action for washers is insane. These ones USA made. That's why. Oh, unless you were talking about the Kershaws. Do you mean Corbin? Do you mean this one? These shady, they're nice as hell. This is the Hytron HK02. I don't remember what they're calling it now because I stopped keeping up with them when I realized they don't have a warranty policy, that they changed it midstream to where they just give 30% coupons if you if their knives break on you, and the Sharplin broke very, very easily. This thing does feel good, and I've used the hell out of the button lock razor. And this thing is only like 20 something bucks. But I do think the Elementum button lock utility is made better And there's several others from companies that I trust more than I trust Hytron now. So this is the only Hytron knife that I still trust, and I like it. I like this one a lot. But my Sharplin is a piece of shit. And they won't. They said they changed their policy that they'd give me 30% off, but they don't do warranty repairs or warranty replacements. And I know this knife is, I mean, just the way that they built it, you're going to have issues. So I don't recommend the company personally any longer. They were the first pass on Smasher Pass, but this has performed well for me, and I still use the hell out of this. I just don't trust the company Hytron. Yeah, Mikey Trails, I like this one. I do like this compared to their other products. I won't recommend them any longer because of the experience I've had and the way they've gotten so cagey the last few months. I can't recommend the company itself with a good, clean conscience right now. Tip up only, as the gods intended. Hey, Weldon Carey, you need to win prize package number 1 for on this Saturday, because the only tip down knife I've ever accepted is going to be in that giveaway. If y'all was looking to ball, this is the Barry Sale D2 G10 3.3 inch folding knife. And yes, I believe that is spray paint on the blade. And yes, it is a poor attempt at a Praxis clone. Like, how do you mess up a Praxis clone? Well, you make it tip down. That's how you mess up. That's how you, yes, they are getting a lot of broken stuff back, I'm sure. Bushcraft. I don't trust the company. I haven't shown their products in months. But yeah, how do you mess up a Praxis clone? One of the, a knife that's actually achieved evergreen status by now? You make it tip down only. And you spray paint the blade. That's how you mess up a Praxis clone. But whoop. She's still a pretty slicey home. I mean, it still slices. So this is part of prize package number 1 on Saturday. I only accepted it to give it away, but the winner is also getting another knife with it and something else. So, because it's tipped down. Hey, right now you can pick this up for like $15. Smash your pass? Yeah, pass. Yeah, it ain't worth the $15. I don't know yet. I mean, it feels durable. It's very comfortable in hand. The winner can tell me how the heat treat holds up on the blade. But hopefully Weldon Carey wins prize package number 1, because that's the one that includes the only tip down knife I've ever accepted. I ignored that company a couple of times, and then I was like, wait, whatever it is, we'll throw it in the giveaway, and I'm going to put some other stuff with it in case it sucks. See, that's planning ahead. That's my military background. You prepare for your equipment to be crap. Y'all see I got the new County Com. Whoop, helps if you go the right way. County Com, Vosteed, Ultim Corgi. I love that they did the sheep's foot blade instead of the spear point. I don't know why anybody would buy a clone, homie. You can go to Walmart, pay $30 for the real thing, and even though you can get 2 of the berry sales for the price of 1 Praxis, the mini Praxis is going to outperform that every day, all day long. And I don't know why anybody would buy that. The rest of the stuff the company offers, it seems to be crap as well. Like, I'm not recommending the company. I just took it as a joke prize to throw it in with the giveaway. Yeah, I love this Vosteed Corgi. They did an awesome job. The Ultim feels fantastic. See if I can get this micro milling focused. Look at that. The micro milling on this feels great. You've got titanium for your button plate, your filler tab, and your plate on the other side instead of the standard steel that comes on a Corgi. This one is number 179 of 500. I believe the early release has sold out. They might drop a few more around Christmas, but they are dropping on Great Southern Treadkill. What's up? They are dropping on January the 20th. The Praxis, one of the 2 fist knives that got you addicted. The other is Sheepdog XL. Hell yes. What I love about the Corgi is they did a good job of making it look like 2 little ears, a little puppy face, and then you got the puppy's tail on the back. It's a very cute design, but also mad fidgety, mad comfortable, and useful in any grip. Like, it's very comfortable and easy to use. You can do the side finger. The cord, you can reach around on a Corgi. If anybody ever wanted to give a Corgi a reach around, well, now you can give a Corgi a reach around without it being considered illegal in 47 states. Mikey Trails. Check out Mikey Trails. He does a lot for the community. He gives a lot away. Him and his little daughter make some awesome videos on Instagram with giveaways. Yeah, Mikey Trails, one of the first ones that really, really, really hooked me when I started getting into knife tube. I bought a mini sheepdog off a Blade Binge. And this was the first knife I learned to reverse flick on. And this was my first, I think this was my first button lock. And this one, yeah, I got this, and then I got the Civivi Elementum OG. And this was my first little big knife that I really fell in love with because I could get a full 4-finger grip on that useful blade. And it's just so fidgety. Yeah, this was my first reverse flick, and I'll never, ever get rid of this knife. Trying to move Spartan blade. It's illegal in Idaho. True that. True that. Frike, Spartan Blades, Horkos, Frike, and Inyo. 730 asking 400 for all 3. That's a great price. You got the Vosteed Mink XL and the Kubi Silo. Those both look sick. Nah, man, appreciate you, Mikey Trails. You guys do a lot. And your daughter is so awesome. I love how much she wants out. You know, I got a daddy's girl as well. Mine's a little older. But I love how she always wants to help. And you've got to grab the knives before she can open them so that you don't get demonetized and reported. But she's always handing them to you. And she wants to open them. She knows how. You just can't let her do it on camera. I get it. It's so fun. But she is so excited to help every one of those giveaways that she makes the videos for me. Yeah, obviously, Well, I'm an outlaw. I don't care if it's legal in Washington State. But no, this is out of the three Vosteed CountyCom exclusives, it's by far the most fidgety. Like even more so than the Nightshade or Mini Nightshade. Yeah, the Vosteed collection from CountyCom is getting. Okay, my bad. I guess my phone got a phone call and a bunch of messages all at once. So my bad. Yeah, I guess it decided to close my screen because of it. That was a trip. But yeah, let me set this back up now. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, it was my phone getting a bunch of activity at once, I guess. Yeah, I'm very, very appreciative of B&A shooting these over because these are crazy. Yep, the phone call. After the phone call, he closed the screen down and I didn't see it. Which ones? The mini nightshade, the nightshade and mini nightshade and Ultim? Or the neutron and the atom? Grandpa's great. But I'm really liking the Vosteed collection so far from CountyCom, and I'm really looking forward to see which knife they do next. I'm hoping they do a knife with the top liner lock next in Ultim. I would love it to be the hedgehog, but it'll probably be the raccoon. Yeah, the mini nightshade and its big homie. The best versions, in my opinion, are the CountyCom exclusives. And this one's almost gone, homie. The mini nightshade. And with it, you get both the mini nightshade and the full size nightshade. You get a Meritac Back to Basics flashlight that I use. I use my gray one is on my pants every day. I carry one with me all the time. And you get those with each nightshade. And you can get the mini for less than $90 with my code. The big guy is right at about $90, but you still get the flashlight. Yeah, I think the top liner lock raccoon will be next, and that's what I'm asking CountyCom to do next, because even though I would prefer the hedgehog, I know the raccoon would be the more successful one, and I want it to be a success for them. Thank you for dropping those codes and the links and everything, Gareth. You know I appreciate you, my man. Aries, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. Aries, I am so excited to receive my first custom fixie from Under the Bridge Tool and Scale. That Krewware at 64 HRC it just sounds awesome to me. It'll be my first Krewware, and it's coming with a custom heat treat. Yeah, I can't wait for it. I think it looks like he did a great job. And the sheath that was made for it is awesome as well. From AG Leatherworks. Yeah, check out Aries. Aries is over 2K now. Aries makes some of the most fantastic fixed blades, and you can see his process in his videos. My absolute top grail fixed blade is an Aries Spike, and I really don't care what steel it, whether it's AEBL, whether it's Magna Cut, it don't matter. I just want to get that Aries Spike in the collection. So if you're not subbed to Aries and you want to see some of the dopest fixed blades that you're going to see customs, check out Aries EDC. Spike XL with the 4-finger grip. He posted shorts on Finch and a Jimmy Crow penguin from the grand prize giveaway. Hell yeah. Still got the vault case with the patches on it. Hell yeah. I'll check those shorts out, Greg. Grand Prize Greg, I call him that because he won on my first big giveaway. He won the grand prize, which was a vault case with a titanium Justin art notebook, a Finch Chernobyl ant, and a Jimmy Crow custom penguin. And that was the grand prize of my first giveaway. And then since then, I've seen Greg win a couple other big giveaways. Yeah, that's right. He won your pocket hatchet. He won an Aries EDC pocket hatchet on Aries 2K giveaway. That was the grand prize there. I remember that. That was one of the other ones I was trying to remember. Everybody wanted that little pocket hatchet. See? Yeah. Yeah, grand prize Greg. Pocket hatchet and the Revo Berserk from Aries. Hell yes. Everybody's going to need to catch up on some Grand Prize Greg Vanderlip shorts. Two-handed pocket hatchet. Nice, a bastard hatchet, hand and a half. Yeah, everybody wanted the pocket hatchet. That was from all the cool stuff he had to give away that night. That's what everybody wanted. Does anybody else in here carry TRM? Like I said, since last night, this is my first experience with them. Pocket hatchet's still on the grail list. Almost had the first. Every time I say how much I want a Spike, Kelly White reminds me that they got the first. These TRM blades are so crazy slicey. Just made for slicing. Bushcraft started posts on giveaways, but 2 weeks finally reposted 10 more. Nice. Most recent win was a Bestech VK Navi. That's a nice one. The Voltex with the little copper pin in the blade. Yay. Have a Holy Nerd. The Holy Nerd's pretty dope. Got to handle a Neutron. I love the Neutron. I'm not The Atom is not made for me, even though I'm not saying it's not beautiful and slicey and everything that they say TRM is, but this length, the thinness gets to me. This guy, because he's shorter, even though he's thin as hell, the swell feels really good. And I can slice all day with this guy. And then the shadow. All right. Thanks, Aries. Appreciate you popping in, homie. They're just amazing slicers. And the shadow feels great in my hand because it's a little wider. And then I like the Neutron a lot. I think I would like the Nerds because even though they're thin, they got the chunkiness to the handle that helps so that you're not closing your hand so much. Whereas this guy, where I'd want to grip it, he's quite a bit thinner. Never handled them. Shape doesn't draw you in. They definitely, the quality is what people say so far in what I have felt. And I've been carrying them since last night, Brogayias. And so that's all my experience is one whole night and slicing stuff around the house. But they feel fantastic. And I like the way that they do these domed. They stick out proud for sure on either side. Those crossbar knurls where you grab them. There we go. But it feels great. It doesn't feel like it's in the way at all. But when you go to grab them, it's so easy. So easy. Yeah, I definitely can see why they have the appeal that they do. And they are spicy. Faux show. Bladed Ginger, what's up? What it do? How are you today? Thanks for popping in, homie. My homeboy Gareth dropping affiliate links and such. If you're doing any shopping Cyber Week anyway, then it helps the channel if you want to use those links. If we could have TRM OEM or broke as design, that would be sick, Dr. Drew, dude. I can't wait for. I haven't been able to feel Broadcast's newest design yet. I've seen it. He's teased me with it, but I haven't been able to check him out yet. This one, Mick Ranger, is the TRM Shadow. Of the three, this one is not currently available. This has their river lock, crossbar lock, that feels great. They do have neutrons, atoms, nerds available. I'd like to go to SHOT Show, but I don't believe so. We'll see. Things could change between now and February. But I'm traveling for Christmas and New Year's, so I don't think so. I hope you're doing well today, Dr. Drew, dude. Are you going to SHOT Show? DEF CON booth. Nice. I have to check that out. DEF CON has a knife that I really want to check out that has the same lock as the roundhouse lock on the damn it, Aurora Knife and Tool. Truffles. Here we go. They've got one. I had these packaged up because they're about to ship out to the next reviewer. But DEF CON has a knife with a lock. This is the same lock as this Truffles lock, the roundhouse. Either they licensed it from Aurora Knife and Tool, or Aurora Knife and Tool licensed this from DEF CON. I don't remember. Get the gun show near you at least 10 times a year. Nice. debuting your new knife with DEF CON. Yo! I would love to check one out or even show people pictures of it if it's possible. But yeah, DEF CON has a knife with this lock that I would like to check out. Roger that, Ginger. Got quite a bit of stuff saved up and collected up and sent in for this Saturday. I believe we're looking at a dozen of Fook Doozle. What up, homie? Member Kripple Krew Inc. How's it going? What it do? I believe we're up to a dozen giveaway knives, 3 wallets, and 2 multi-tools for Saturday's giveaway, plus all the sticker and swag packs. It's going to be broken up into multiple prize packs instead of sending, 17, 18 individual items. So there's, yesterday, very cool Mick Ranger. Yesterday I dropped prize pack number 1. Today the video will go up for prize pack number 2. And there's going to be multiple packs like that. And then that's all for Saturday's live stream giveaway. And most of the giveaway stuff is going to be pulled from an unlisted video that you'll be able to access once we go live, just like MC does it. Except for the members only. Friday, a members only video will drop for entry for let me pull them out. I boxed everything up because I was taking a look at how much I had for the giveaway and trying to keep it together. But members only, Friday, a video will go up to post your entry comment to win the Tenable Rafe L and the County Com Meritac D2 2.0 or D2 Stub 2.0 in G10, the G10 version of this little homie. That'll be members only. That video will go live on Friday. And if that person is not in the chat when I draw the winner, that's okay because it's members only. All the other prizes are going to be drawn during the live stream. So you've got to be there. Joe Isabella, what it do, what it do? McNeves, is she hot? Who's Metal Complex? Yeah. Rolf Robertson, member Kripple Krew Inc. How are you today, my man? Yep, his and hers. There you go. Raphael. Or you got your main carry, your 5th pocket. This thing does make a killer 5th pocket carry. Very, very comfortable and useful for its small size with a titanium pocket clip. But members only. Tenable Raphael, brand new from Tenable, and the D2 Stub 2.0 sent in by CountyCom. Thanks to both. Let's see, Tenable is reach around approved. That big chunky jimping works so much better than you would think it would. Awesome knife. Dismembers only. Yeah. Kripple Krew for life, man. Kripple Krew for life. Today's prize pack video, when it goes up, today's prize pack number 2 includes a Grail. That's right, an Ozark Grail, but new in package. Be Shady has a couple of dope dice. That's for sure. Pradanya Raya, what's going on? Welcome. Hey, take it easy, Garrett. Thanks for popping in. Going to EDC your lucky crystals? Yeah. Take it easy, Drew Dudes. Dr. Drew Dude, you have a good one, man. Yes, right. Today's video, today's giveaway prize pack number 2 later will show off an Ozark Grail. Thank you, Pradanya. Appreciate that. All right, now you can break out the good drugs. The doctor's left. That's what you guys do when you leave your doctor, right? Marco, what's going on? Clint Crosby. I'm making sure, I think I've said bye to both of you. I know I said hi to Marco right off the bat because it was early. Yeah, got a few pairs. I need to get more dice. Faux show. I need to get some titanium dice. I really want some Ultim dice from CountyCom. Because right now I've just got my glow-in-the-dark dice from CountyCom. And then I've got a set of Harley dice that I used to use when I first started the channel to throw up the 9s. But once I got my glow-in-the-dark dice, I switched to those to throw up the 9s. Yeah, ain't driving no more, damn it. Need that time to make them videos. Everybody puffing today. I got a salad going on in the swordfish. I wanted to be healthy, so I got a salad. Roger that, Corbin. Take it easy. Pet the kids. Hug the dogs. Love you, brother. Which of the Ultim knives would you like to see, Pradanya? The newest is the Vosteed and CountyCom Ultim Corgi. And I don't know this. I just recently got it, so I've got to carry it. But I think I like it as much as the mini. I don't know. See, it's hard. I don't know if I like it as much as the mini Nightshade or not, but it's the one that I like. It's close. I do like it a little bit more than the full size Nightshade, just a little bit. Will do, Blue. Oh yeah, all these are smooth. They're Vosteed knives, which are just amazing action, and they're sold by CountyCom. They're limited exclusives, 500 of each, but you can get any of the 3 for less than $100. And these 2 come with one of these Meritag Back to Basics flashlight. Either one you pick, you get a flashlight. I will be doing a giveaway this Saturday, Pradanya. Saturday at this same time, I'm giving away over a dozen knives, wallets, multi-tools. Purple swirl with the Kaimano in pocket today. Also watermelon OG in the vape. Vosteed has one of my stronger wish lists for sure, because I really want a Thunderbird. I do love the Cormorant. I really want a Thunderbird. I really want a Valkyrie. I want to try the Enkilo. I want a Hedgehog with the top liner lock. I want to try the Vanker Shillin. I mean, there's not much Vosteed I don't want. Like the Mini Labrador, maybe. I don't want that. There's not a lot of Vosteed I don't want. Maybe the mini raccoon, the raccoon cub, because like I just don't need it. But I would try a raccoon top liner lock, and I would check out the acorn. It looks like CountyCom is going to have a continued partnership with Vosteed for a while. You know, I will be getting every Ultim Vosteed from CountyCom. Yeah, the Christmas edition mini Momo, the purple's on the way. The purple carbon fiber. I saw that thing at on the Blade Show coverage, and it was gorgeous. Oh yeah, RS Chaos. I definitely need an RS Chaos. See, mini Labrador is great for my wife would be great for it, or somebody, ladies, or guys with smaller hands. But we know my issue with closing on smaller knives. That's why I don't want the mini Labrador. Like even this Atom, as nice as this thing is, now that I've tried it, I wouldn't buy an Atom because it's too thin for my hands. As long as it is. This guy is just as thin, if not a little thinner, but it's swollen in the right place that I can actually use it because my hand isn't closed so much. But the mini Labrador, I'm not saying I don't like it or it's ugly. It just ain't working for me. Oh yeah, the Martin. I have that here. I'm reviewing that right now. And the Martin is not for my hands, even though it's an amazing knife that I would recommend to anybody that likes smaller knives. Matter of fact, I'll pull it out right now. Like I said, I had everything cleaned up and put away. So now that there's a live stream, let's make a mess again. But the Vosteed Martin is a great little knife. I like the top liner lock a lot. And it's mad snappy. It's just too small for my hands. I couldn't do this all the time. So I think this is a fantastic knife for other folks. The mini. I want to see the mini. The Phobos mini. If we're saying mini, that's what I think when I hear mini. A Thunderbird XL, yay. Thunderbird top liner lock would be dope. That's awesome, Kathleen. Vosteed makes such a nice knife. I think that they feel a step above everybody else's budget offerings on the whole. They feel a little nicer than a Civivi or a Kaiser Budgie or definitely a Kubi budget knife. Like I can see why they're typically priced a little bit more. Of course, then they also often offer steals like LMAX and such, but the quality is there. I'll check it out. Okay, so the new knife also has that lock. Let's see it. Oh, I want that Acorn XL Premium. Hey, Bladed Ginger, can I show that? Yeah, it's got that pivot button with the button activates a liner. That's why I love that roundhouse lock on the Acorn. I mean, not the Acorn, but the Truffles. It's such an amazing and strong lock. Hey, folks, I'm going to share my screen. Whoops. And let's take a look at this. Look at this upcoming DEF CON knife from Bladed Ginger with the pivot button activated liner lock. So this is the exact same lock, exact same as the roundhouse lock on the truffles. Exact same. Just with a dope tonto that looks to have a compound grind here with a hollow and a flat, looks like, and a nice piercing tip. Very, very sick. Ralph Robertson, that's a good question. What geo? Do you already have a blade in production, Bladed Ginger? Mud, what's going on, brother? How you doing? You just missed Corbin. And rocking a salad this morning in the swordfish. Okay, the Beyond EDC Geo is you as well. I got to check that out then. Really want to check it out. What's the name of this new badass? More like Token of Salad. Token of Salad. Paul Mills, member Krew, Inc. Skion. Okay. Yeah, like Skion Dub. It's not really how it's pronounced, but I know there's a type of dagger. I know what you're talking about. I want to check that knife out. I want to show it off. I want to play with it. I want to. Is that going to be about the same price as the? Is that going to be at that like $199 ish? Where are they thinking? How's your morning going, Paul? We just took a look at Bladed Ginger's newest design about to drop next year that looks pretty dope. Yeah, I want. I need it. Yes, definitely need an Ultim one. I think they're going for all titanium. We'll see. But I would like to see tie with Ultim inlays. They could easily do that lock with Ultim. Flipper delete the world and cover it in Ultim, folk. I need to make that an emoji. I don't know if y'all noticed, but y'all Kripple Krew Inc. members got a whole bunch of new emojis. I was adding more yesterday. Or Sunday. Yeah. Check them out. ATB2. Member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? Look at them new emojis looking pimp. So fly. See if I can go back in. There we go. My chat was messing with me. God, those look dope. We got some glowing. We got some stuff made by Blue. All kinds of stuff. Paul Mills. Paul Might on Instagram does a lot of flipper deletions. War Room. Paul Might on Instagram. Right? It's not you, Paul Mills, correct? I've got the right Paul. Lurking and Eating says ATB2, dropping them dope ass emojis. Look at that Kripple Krew swag. We got all kinds of Crips. Agreed, Fook. Yeah, Paul Might. That's what I thought. Paul Might does the smoothest flipper deletions I've seen. That's who I'm going to send my, or was going to send my Glideman to for a full treatment until I got the better looking Glideman. I don't mind a subtle rear flipper that's never in the way and that doesn't. Here's what I hate. This one's subtle. This one's I got to go back to War Room EDC now. But, okay, this is a bad example because this one gives you a good choke up spot. Let me find a better example. Here we go. Cubitidius. Without that flipper, I could put my finger right there and be so much more comfortable. I hate a flipper that sticks out in the open position. Tadgar, what up? Yeah, the gavel flipper would be just fine. It's never in the way. Never in the way. This flipper, very minimal, and whenever the knife is open, is never in the way. I don't mind a rear flipper if it's not in my way. I'll use it. I'll even use it for fun. But if a flipper's in my way, I want it deleted. I want that grip spot. Very true, Bushcraft. Very true. Yeah, a couple of those emojis are actually made from patches that Blue laser cut or laser designed for me. See, gonna call her wife in store. Dakar, is it Saturday? I thought today was Tuesday. What the hell was I even saying? That cracked me up. I don't even remember. Regularly popping into KDK's lives, but do it in small doses, free time to stay for all of them. Yeah, there's a lot. And there's more of us that are doing more frequent lives. And I know it's not easy for you guys, but I've gone from one a week on Saturdays to Saturdays and Tuesdays to where now I try to work a third surprise one in sometime during the week. KDK seems to like going almost daily now. Homeboy Weldon Carey be dropping all the time. Like, I know it's not easy for you guys, and I do try to consider that when I work in an extra live. But one of the things that I've noticed, like on my surprise lives, if there's other folks not going, then I might as well have one open just for people that can to pop in and hang out. Roger that, Todd Carr. Hope she's doing all right. I need to work a nighttime live in once a week, War Room. I said I tend to always go around 10 a.m. Pacific. And like, that's great because this is my main crew. This is my main crew that I hang out with right here. And my Saturday crew is a little bit bigger, but it's still my main folks. But I would like to do a nighttime stream because I have quite a few folks over in Europe and such that I talk to. And also, I have vendors that I would like to bring on as guests, but 10 a.m. Pacific doesn't work for folks in China. Yeah, I like the surprise lives too. They're fun for me. Now, I don't expect what happened on last Friday's surprise to happen, where it surprised me by people doing dueling memberships. That's not why I do surprise lives. I just do them because I see open time and want to hang out with the crew. Yeah, Todd Carr. I try to only do that. That's a horrible idea. When do we start? Yes. Yes. We need to start doing a nighttime once a week. You and I stream, Chris. That would be a blast. One evening a week. You and I just going ham. I'm in. Called War Crips. Yeah, bring other people on for guests, chat with them, have a lot of fun. We're gonna have to do this. We'll tell you, we'll use War Crips as the current working name until we figure out a better one. You and I will figure out offline what's the best evening. Yeah, yeah, that sounds like a Kripple crew to me, Bladed Ginger. Alive on WhatsApp? I've never even considered it. My WhatsApp, it has nothing to do with this. My WhatsApp has been used for motorcycle communications until Facebook changed the legal and the policies on WhatsApp to where it was no longer fully encrypted and safe, and we all switched to Signal. But that's what I used WhatsApp for previously, was motorcycle communications. I'm in Pacific time zone. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We'll figure it out. We will make it happen. I'm in Pacific, he's in Eastern. I'm in Washington, he's in Florida. We could not get further away. It's coast to coast. Well, we could even figure out coast to coast in the name somehow. Brown Sugar, what's up? How are you today, sis? Government monitors a lot of Discord. Discord is highly monitored, Bladed Ginger. That's why we use Signal for our Moto communications instead of Discord. Signal is still the closest to being safe. And Telegram, but I don't use Telegram. I don't believe Telegram's as safe as Signal. Always good to see you, Brown Sugar. If y'all are looking for a great little tool for the knife tubers kit, doctors prescribed you a wheelchair 3 years ago before you get in that thing. Yep. Put it off as long as you can. I've heard the boneless. I like it. This is a perfect little knife tuber kit because you pull this down and it pops up your tools, and you've got the pin blade. You've got the screwdriver with a nail file on the side. That has a nail file right there. And this screwdriver fits their mini bit kit. So if you've got the bit kit, you can use this and you get all the Torx bits. You've got a combo tool. You get a good pair of scissors, and all of these lock out. And then you get these. You get the nail clippers built in. Talk about a perfect kit for a knife tuber. You see you're about to go online and your nails look like crap. You give them a quick clip, put that away. You pop out your little file right here on the side of your screwdriver so that you still feel like a man, because the other side's got a ruler for measuring. Do your little nail file right there. Put that away. And then if you need to, you can pop this sumbitch out, throw the big kit on, and take a knife apart. Every guy should be able to take a knife apart with his nail clippers. There you go, Rocks on Bit Kit. Take a knife apart with your nail clippers. Boom. Oh, wait. We put that on there. And we put a Torx bit up in here. Helps if I do it the right way. And you have a driver. Jimmy Crow! What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, Todd Carr, it's going to be hard to work our way into any evening. All evenings seem to be pretty full, so we're just going to end up having to pick a spot and roll with it on an evening. We're going to conflict with somebody. How are you today, Jimmy? It's good to see you. There we go. Yeah, this is really more of a backup toolkit, Todd Carr, for if you're going to use it to take a knife apart. I would prefer Weehaw bits, but to be able to just slide on this 1/4-inch bit adapter, 4mm bit adapter, and go to town with your inline, and it's inline. It works very well to have on your nail clippers. This is always in my EDC pouch because it comes in very handy. Got leather tabs on both sides of the G10. Checking patience in. Obviously, this is more important than any patience. Sheesh. They got like health concerns or something. Boring. I like it a lot, Jimmy. These are brand new Americans, and I thought I would prefer the Atom out of these two, just because it's the bigger knife. But because they are so thin, this one's tougher for my hands. And the Neutron feels great because of that swell right there. It actually still feels really good in my hand, even though it's thin. It's got great size and amazing washer action. And these are his daily users. And they are screaming sharp still. The Shadow is my favorite because I like it's wider. Random Nanotube, how you doing? I really like this Shadow with the river lock. This one feels much better in my hand. All of these are 20 CV. They're all 20 CV by Three Rivers Manufacturing, and everything is done in-house. They're all USA made. My main Karambit Nano tube is my TacKnives out the front. It's funny how randos always want to see a Karambit. No butterflies. Only butterfly knife. It's a cheap piece of crap, so I don't use it. I don't even know where it is. Geo's VG10. Skion's going to be M390. Nice. Nice. M390, 20 CV, same damn thing. Very, very cool. Y'all, I don't know if you saw, but Sunday night, I won a custom fixed blade from Under the Bridge Tool and Scale. It's a custom pocket fixie coming in Krew wear with heat treat at 64 HRC and a leather pocket sheath with an ulti clip. Leather sheath made by, 204P. Leather sheath made by AG Leatherworks. Matter of fact, why don't I pull it up real quick and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I see Gareth sent me a couple photos. I see you sent photos, Gareth, but I can't look at them until I look on the phone. For some reason, it doesn't want to show me on the laptop app. There we go. I'll share that screen. Thank you, Mick. Carrying your chop 2 and brazen with the mini praxis today, says Mud. Hell yeah. This is my custom Under the Bridge knife and tool, or Under the Bridge tool and scale. Right here. And it's got emerald, abalone, micarta. I don't remember exactly what this is. And this is an orange copper carbon fiber. And that's what the liners are as well. And then it has a beautiful sheath. I can't wait for that thing. That's supposed to be here. Yeah, I'm going to grab, I have KPL knife shield, but I want to grab some wax for the blades. I want to keep wax on that. And I'm going to start keeping wax on my 3V. No, it's Under the Bridge Tool and Scale is who made it. He does a lot of scales, but he also does some custom knives. And he did that for his 2000 Instagram sub giveaway. So typically his knives are $350, $400, something like that. And he gave that one away on Instagram. Well, I use StreamYard right now is how I can share. If I'm just doing a YouTube vertical, I can stop sharing, duh. If I'm just doing a YouTube vertical, then I can't share. Or I don't know how, I should say. But with StreamYard, it's pretty easy. I just don't like the cost of StreamYard. But I do want to wax up that Krew wear because I'm going to keep that thing protected. I'm going to end up carrying that quite a bit. War Room's carrying his Kubi Hyperion, Kershaw Iridium in the M390 and carbon fiber, and the Kaiser Smolt in 3V. This back on the road again. Roger that, Todd. Be safe. This washer action is just so smooth. The neutron is kind of growing on me as far as I'm starting to like it as much as the shadow. I expected the shadow to be my favorite, but this little guy started, and it's not really little. This is really starting to grow on me. Neil Mack, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? What it do? Remember, all members of Kripple Krew Inc. get access to members-only videos, of which there's currently one, but there's going to be more. And members-only giveaways. This Saturday, members only will have a chance at winning the Tenable Rafe L and the CountyCom and Meritac D2 Stub 2.0. If you would like a chance to win this, there's a join button where you can click the little dollar signs and click membership. And even the base level of handy capable will get you access to everything, including the giveaway. So if you'd like to check out, if you'd like to be a part of this giveaway, make sure that you grab a membership before this weekend. These are two pretty dope knives that I'm really happy that Tenable and CountyCom sent into the channel. Yeah, if these were mine, I would switch the O-rings to the other side because I'm more of a reverse flicker. And I see why they do them, because these are like doorknobs. See if I can get a good focus. Come on, camera. There we go. If I can get it lined up first. Just show. There we go. They're like doorknobs. They're very slick. And I do slip off of it sometimes on the reverse flick. Not all the time, but I do. And because I reverse flick more, I would switch the O-rings to the reverse side if it were me. On this one, it does make a little bit more of a difference because this one is closer to the scale and it's a little harder to get to, but it's still not difficult. It's just, I would flip the O-rings if these were mine. These are B&As though, so I'm just going to leave them. Very cool, Mick Ranger. Roger that, Mud. Like, I do understand the O-rings, and I like these thumb studs, even though they're smooth, and on most knives, I think I would hate them. I don't mind them on these, but I get why the O-rings. Mine would just be on the reverse flick side. So, very nice knives. Oh, that was me. That's, damn. Oh, I'm catching a choil. I was like, this just sliced so well a second ago. Yeah, they're crazy good blades. They're all three so slicey. The shadow is the sliciest. It's definitely the thinnest behind the edge because it's got the tallest grind on the same blade stock. So the shadow is a little slicier. Jacob's got in. What's up, Kripple Krew Inc. member? Yeah, these are B&As, and these are users. These aren't safe queens. He told me to pocket them because he uses them all the time, so I could carry them in my pocket. And they're still sharp as hell. Very nice, even grind work on these. I don't know if he's resharpened these, but beautiful knives. Yeah, the Atom needs a little bit of a strop. Right there. So this one will get a strop post show. They all will, but Book. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, definitely bushcraft. For sure. I was talking about TRM on one of the lives, and he offered to let me check his out. It's much appreciated. Not only am I going to get to make some content for you guys that I wouldn't otherwise get to make, but it lets me really get a feel for them, so that when I check TRM off the Grail list in the future, I know what I'm grabbing. Later, Neil Mac. Thanks for hanging out, homie. If y'all haven't, do me a favor and stab that like button like you mean it. Yeah, all three of them are, Mick. The Neutron is starting to grow on me, as by the time I send these back, this one might be my favorite. Even though liner lock is not my typical favorite. And typically, this guy and this blade shape would be preferred. And I do love this a lot. By the time these leave here, though, the Neutron might be my favorite. Our community is so dope. Chris Warris was the first person ever to lend knives to this channel and let me show them. So the shadow stud on your thumb stud is much different than the other knives, because you got the stepped like coolie hat pyramid. And then their studs for the crossbar lock are the same way. Try to get that to focus. Come on, camera. And they stick out very proud of the scales, even farther than the thumb studs, as you can see. But they feel great. Icarus Slays, what it do? Welcome back. And then these are more like a doorknob. This one's smaller than the Atom, but they're just like a doorknob that sticks out from the blade. And that's why the included O-rings definitely help with that traction for launching. Small Sabenza MagnaCut gave it away, hooked you up with a sweet folder. Very dope. Yeah. For like ease of use, these thumb studs are better for sure. They're much easier. You don't need the O-ring on them. They're just easy to grab. But these, they just, I don't know, they class it up a little. They make it feel classier with that doorknob. Barb Noir, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome. Yes, on the thumb side. Like I said earlier, if these were mine, I would flip these to the reverse flick side, because especially on the Atom, the thumb stud is bigger and it comes in close to the scale. So you have less room to get in between. You have to come under, and it is a little slick. So with that doorknob. So I would throw the O-ring on this side. Obviously, B&A uses his thumb more often, and he's got the O-ring on the thumb side. But those thumb studs, I don't think I would like them on most knives, but they feel like they class these up a little. You know, it would barely fit in there. You wouldn't get any, it would be just below here, but it would be rubbing on the lock bar, jimping on the lock bar. So I think it would chew through it. So good call. I don't think you could put the ring on the reverse flick on that one. This one, you've got just a little more room. You could probably fit it in on this side. But it looks like if you put it on the reverse flick, good call, it might actually keep it from closing all the way to the detent. Bob and Noir, I don't believe I've seen you before here. What's up and welcome. If you don't mind, stab that like button like you mean it and /subscribe. I do a lot of knife and EDC content, including a couple of lives a week. And this Saturday is the 1K giveaway with over a dozen knives, a couple of multi-tools, a few wallets. You're going to want to be here for that on Saturday. Put the doorknobs on the shadow. They would fit very easily, like as far as space. You could put the O-ring on either side and move the coolie hats over. That wouldn't be a bad idea if they're transfer. I mean, you would think it's possible. That's actually not a bad idea. The shadow studs feel great. They're so easy to grab, whether you're coming under, whether you're pushing out, you know. Oop, that's my finger hooking. But out, under, wherever you grab that stud, it grabs you. And I like the studs on the crossbar as well. They just, even though they stick out, they don't feel uncomfortable when I choke up, and I don't feel like I'm going to hook them and somehow release that. So I don't mind that they stick out because it makes them so easy to grab. And this would be easy to open and close with gloves on. Later, Chris. I appreciate you, homie. Talk to you later. Angelo, what's up, homie? How are you doing today? I'm going to grab some more water, folks. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. How are you today, Angelo? Hey, Jimmy, everything coming to this town seems to take an extra day. So I'm figuring I'll see that today. What's up, Dwayne Letterman? How are you today, homie? Good to see you. I love the action on this. County Comm Vosteed Corgi. I put you to sleep. Is that what you're saying? That's my soothing, though. That's the soothing tones of this voice right here. Phone's good. My voice is good to give phone sex, phone counseling, or help you fall asleep. Either way, I'll take that check. What's up, EP? Got a Malibu. That's dope. That's exciting. Like, supposed to be king of the button locks. I think so, McRanger. I can't remember. I entered a lot. I entered a lot of giveaways. And then I forget about them. And then homeboy hits me up Saturday saying you won a custom Krewware pocket fixie. And I was like, oh my. Bought a Heretic Auto. Nice. Nice. It locked up? Wait, bud. That doesn't sound good. That sucks. Sencut Hyrax. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it was a full Benchmade selection. The one I wanted to win was the Knieves Knives giveaway, or was it Everyday City Carry that did the Benchmade plus the Armada knife storage. That sucks, EP, because that's not cheap. Yeah, like 6 knives. What's up, Jesse Sheldon? Jesse Sheldon won the QSP holiday giveaway. This will be Race P3. Ooh. Yeah, Lee's DC. The County Com and Vosteed Mini Nightshade and Nightshade are sick. Only 500 of each. The Mini is almost sold out. You get a Meritech Back to Basics flashlight with either of them. This one's like 85 bucks after code EDC with DBD. The big one's like 90. And then there is the Vosteed Ultim Corgi at County Com. What about bag? Oh, you get a zippered pouch, and you get a Vosteed patch and a County Com patch. Getting your Militov from Javon. Hell yeah. Very cool. But yeah, these versions of the Vosteeds with the Ultim can be had at County Com. All of them are under $100, and they're all numbered individually. This one is number 477. This one is number 72 of 500. And this guy is 179 of 500. They have them on the blade of each of them. Oh, leaves. It's not a bag. I wasn't catching you for some reason. I forgot my MadYocco Hank was on the bottom. Nah, this is my MadYocco EDC Hank. I got the grommet on there. The leaves glow in the dark. And then I've got the beautiful microfiber cloth on the back for my blades and my glasses. This is made in USA by homie MadYocco, who is linked in the description. He sells a lot of different Hanks. I have 3 of his Hanks currently. My glow-in-the-dark weed leaf, my 70s blacklight rayon, and my OG, also a 70s cloth. But you can pick these up. I don't sell these. MadYocco sells these. In the description of this live is a link. MadYocco.etsy.com. It would be sweet. Check out MadYocco.etsy.com. And he does awesome handmade Hanks that I highly recommend for very good prices. So that's MadYocco. He also does really cool knife reviews. But he's my favorite Hanks because the The cloth that he uses sound like Mike Tyson. The cloth that he uses on the inside is far superior to other hanks that I have felt. And he does have some more of the weed leaves. We got a fish, dude. I don't sell anything. I review stuff. I talk to people. I wish links and lives were clickable. He sent these into the channel because he's a good friend of mine and for me to check them out. And so I will recommend his hanks, but I don't sell my own. I sell. All right. I will review stuff. I can't take the like vibration and such in my hands. It would bother me too much, even with a sewing machine, I think. And I'm not patient enough to sit there. And with my twitches, I wouldn't be able to do these little leaf stitches and stuff like that all the way around. No way in hell with my twitches in my hands could I do that. Hell yeah, Lee's DC, welcome. I do knife and EDC content every single day, 2 to 3 live streams a week, frequent giveaways, and this Saturday is my 1K giveaway with over a dozen knives, 3 wallets, I think, and a couple of multi-tools. So this Saturday, we will be giving away tons of stuff. Yeah, I did, Mick Ranger. It looks cool, too. I like the black and orange. CDC is just not my company. I'll put it that way. I don't know the guys. I don't know them from Adam. They're probably great. Panther, what's up, my man? How you doing today? They're probably great dudes, but as a 15-year outlaw biker, my money is going to go to other companies that aren't ran by former law enforcement and a current prison guard. 2 groups that typically don't like my peoples. There's going to be multiple prize packages, Dan Stan. There's a video on my account from yesterday with prize pack number 1. Later today, prize pack number 2 will be posted, and there's going to be multiple prize packs. The members only prize pack is the Tenable Rayfell, brand new from Tenable, in OD green micarta and black blade, 14C, no, 154 or 14C. 14C. And then the G10 version of the CountyCom D2 Stub 2.0. Perfect little 5th pocket knife. These are for the members only and every level of membership. So even the basic handy capable get you entered to win this on Saturday. So there will be a video on Friday for members only that will allow them to enter this drawing that I will pull on Saturday. And all the other prize packages you will enter for during the live stream on Saturday. Welcome back, Gareth. So, if you want to have access at these 2 knives, the Rayfell and the limited edition CountyCom D2 Stub 2.0, this one is number 305. Then you'll want to become a member by this Saturday. Other than that, there will be a lot of other prize packs. Prize pack number 2 even includes a Grail knife. A brand new Grail knife. A brand new version of, or not brand new version, but a brand new still in package Ozark Grail. And some other goodies, of course. Die Hard. Number 1. Die Hard's my favorite Christmas movie. Krampus isn't bad. I do not know who Delete Laws is. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let the puppers outside. Yeah, I'll be letting them back in a few. It's cold as crap out there. Yeah, Saturday's fitting to be lit. We'll be giving away we'll probably do the first giveaway within the first 10 minutes of the stream. And I'm going to be giving away stuff all the way up until loot stream, probably. Mrs. Deadly has to work, but when she gets a chance, she's going to end up popping in, going live with me from work for a minute to give away the Fentiso Cobra for the ladies only giveaway. Well, yes, you heard that right. Mrs. Deadly will be joining the stream at some point on Saturday to give away the Fentiso Cobra for the ladies only giveaway. Flame the Game Guy. What's up? How are you? And welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. I do as well, Mick Ranger. First, our Long Island audit is the one that I watch the most. Is Long Island audit. You must have a baby face, Blame. None of that here, Angelo. I mean, I'm not peeking under skirts, but we'll be going on an honor system. You can play for your wife, you can play for your mom, your daughter. But Mrs. Deadly wants to give this away to a lady on Saturday, which I think is very dope. Very cool, Mick Ranger. Delete Laws. Hell yeah, JC. It's been a part of my life for, like I said, 15 years. And I don't have anything against the guys from CDC. It's just not where my money's going to go to. I know a lot of people do like their stuff. Hisker will be peaked. Tykar, welcome back. I know a lot of people do like the CDC stuff, and that's dope. I just choose to spend my money with other folks. Like, about the only prison guard that I like is Rebel Rouser, and he just retired. Your wife might play. She's Pink Mustang. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've been with one of the largest families in the motorcycle world for quite a while, and it is a definitely different world, and dealing with all the different clubs is awesome. I was a member, or I was the co-chair for the Washington State COC, Confederation of Clubs, and I was also on the board for the national COC. So I'd go to the national meetings. Yay, Gareth. I'd go to the national meetings and meet with all the big clubs, as we talked about ways to improve laws for bikers in different states and areas where bikers are being profiled and such, so that we can help the bikers in those areas. Well, a lot of people think that the largest group is a certain club with red and white. And technically, they aren't. They're the second largest. It's just that the largest doesn't brag about it, doesn't correct the law enforcement when they say that those with wings are bigger. Later, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Of course, the grand prize on Saturday will include a Jimmy Crow custom. My favorite Jimmy Crow custom yet, actually. I'm going to pull that out real quick. I'll show the grand prize because we do have a couple of new folks today. Grand prize on Saturday. Yeah, North Mountain Shop 2. They have and I've got their strop coming to me as well to check it out, Dan Stan. It looks like a decent strop for a good price. Grand prize on Saturday will be a TacKnives Nighthawk. Brand new from TacKnives. Aluminum body, 154 cm double edge dagger blade. $169 value. As well as my favorite Jimmy Crow custom ever, the Pyrite Alt. Did he acid wash the blade? He acid and stone washed the steel handles, and then he flame anodized all the hardware to match. And this is my favorite Jimmy Crow custom yet. Such a sick knife. So you've got $169 value and priceless right here. That's one hell of a grand prize, I think. So dope of TakKnives to send this in. There'll be a video up on this week. And of course, there is already a video up on this Jimmy Crow custom. Which the action, of course, like all pyrites, is fantastic. This one just looks better than the rest. Hope so, my man. You'll be driving her around. We'll see, right? Yeah, I'm so excited to give away another Jimmy Crow custom and that dope-ass tack knife. There's a lot of dope shit this Saturday. Company's really, really hooked up. Look at Dwayne Letterman's new awesome knives. We'll see. I'm going to laugh if Grand Prize Gray gets the grand prize again. Everybody's going to think it's rigged, faux shizzle. Another giveaway pack for this weekend is the HK Knives Dark Master button lock with a dual flat grind and the HK Outdoors Hound in D2. This is their strong arm killer. A little bit smaller than a strong arm, just barely, but a lot more comfortable, a full choil, and much, much slicier. Coming in D2, both of these. You're going to get a fixie and a button lock from HK Outdoors in one of the prize packs. That's going to be a very cool package. HK Outdoors, so far, what I've checked out has been pretty good for, you know, I think this one's $30. Oh. This one's definitely on the thinner side, but it is a full 4-finger grip, and you can pull back on that flipper tab. Button lock action works very well. Yeah, that's going to be a one nice package this Saturday. And that, of course, comes with their full sheath system, which can be strapped to just about anything, as well as the fire starter with whistle. Has the same sheath as the strong arm, pretty much, just plus the whistle. Yeah, it's a cool fixie, especially for what, $30, $29? Great fixie. $25 if you use my code, something like that. I'm gonna let the dogs back in. Be right back. All right. Dogs is back in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, strong arm. I have one right here. The channel knife with the channel logo on it from my son is a strong arm. It's my Christmas present last year. I'm just saying, if you don't want to spend $100, of course, Gareth can always play for somebody else. If you don't want to spend $100, the HK Outdoors Hound for $30 is a very, very good alternative. Yeah, this Corgi, I'm loving this little thing. It's so fidgety. It's got the sheep's foot blade, which makes me happy. And they added the titanium plates on both sides and the titanium filler tab. And it's just, the handle, especially with this milled Ultim, is just so comfortable in any grip. And it's very easy with that neutrality to switch around however you want to carry it. So, Mick Ranger, number 15 will be here this evening. This was Ultim number 14. Ultim knife. Tonight, the Arc Form Saber in Ultim shows up in the mail. That'll be the most premium of the Ultim knives. Minus, like, my upgraded PM2 with custom scales and such. What it do, Ron Dobbins, member of Kripple Krew Inc. How are you doing today? One of the OG members. Hey, Garrett just became very popular. You're more welcome to use my address as a proxy. That's awesome. So, Gareth, you can even play for yourself and ship. I can ship to Rolf, and you can proxy from there. Or, I mean, I would ship to you. You would just have to pay the international shipping. Welcome back, Mud. I'm going to try it. Whoop. Stay out of the joil. Not quite as, whoop, that was my fault. Very sharp from the factory. The edge itself isn't quite as sharp or slicey as a nightshade just because it's thicker behind the edge. It's a shorter grind, but it's still very sharp from the factory, like all Vosteeds. As long as you stay out of that choil while you're cutting, you're fine. Fantastic knife. And such a compact package with that blade completely disappearing that this fits very well in just about any pocket. I've got two that I know of on the way in right now, and that's the Arcform Saber in Ultim, and then the 8015 Light will be here next week. That's a Grail knife. Well, the Arcform Saber was also a Grail knife, or is also a Grail knife. So there's two Grails coming this week. Just realized. That's a damn good week. I love this sheep's foot that they did on this. I'm really glad that they didn't do the spear point for the Ultim Corgi. And that 8015 Light was on sale for $60 on Amazon Prime. That's a knife that's been on the wish list for a while. This Neutron, oh man, even though it's a thin handle, it feels good in hand. Like I said, you can tell that these are users, but still laser sharp. The one with the crossbar is the Shadow, and that is, out of a batch of slicey knives, it's the sliciest. Because it has the same blade stock at thickness as the other two, but a much taller grind, and definitely a thinner behind the edge. The Shadow is a beast mode for sure. Oh, yep, that'll be a big one for the wife. It's such a, like the ergos on it. It's a little thicker than the other guys, but then the way that they put the swells, it's done so well. And their Riverlock feels great. And all of these are running on washers. All of these are washer knives. And they're all so smooth. Very smooth. The Atom, beautiful knife. It's my least favorite. Definitely. Of the three. I like these two better. Kind of hard to beat a Work Sharp Precision Adjust, especially the Elite system. I want to upgrade my standard to an Elite. Absolutely. It's sitting right here in the Grail box because I pulled it out of my pocket to carry the TRMs. But yeah, this bench won't be traded. I like it too much. I love the Wicked Warney. Love that Warney. I love that I can reverse flick because I like having a method of opening that's not intended. It always fun. It's like a secret in a video game. And I can even thumb flick off that blade. Yeah, this is not a knife that'll be leaving the collection anytime. What's up, Vegas Dad? How you doing today, member of Kripple Krew Inc.? And this is a blue knife that I like. I'm not a big blue fan at all. For the same reasons as I'm not a CDC fan. But this blue looks really good. Really good. And it just feels so good. Rody, what's up, member Kripple Krew Inc.? How you doing today? Good to see you. Yeah, my in the Grail box right now is both of the knives that I got in trade from Rolf Robertson, my Finch, and my Pony Stout. I've been carrying both damn near daily. This one was daily until I got the 3 TRMs and wanted to throw those in my pocket. So these went in the Grail box last night. I'm going to need a bigger Grail box, though. My Grail box is getting full, or it is full, and I've got a couple more Grails coming. So I need a bigger Grail box. Not a bad problem to have. Yeah. Hell yeah, Aries. Got that work done. $65 for the QSP Vault with Glide Lock is a very good price. That's a knife I want to check out. Yeah, that arc form deal was great. So much good stuff on sale at arc form because they're going out. Yeah, first world problems for sure. Grails evolve. But I need a bigger Grail box now that my Grail box is full. Real quick, while we're on here, Brian White, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? What's up? Yeah, good luck. This is an awesome knife. I know they're not in production right now. So I don't know how many folks are moving them on secondary, but I doubt they're giving too big of a price break. Yeah, the Debo Mash is a great looking knife. This is my first and only Debo so far, but I want more Debos for sure. Yeah, I hate snow, homie. Ours is coming. How to take advantage? Got your first ProTech and Dimco coming? Yes! Once you have a Grail, is it still a Grail? To me, it is. It's always a Grail because of how I felt when I chased it. I want the new stout that just dropped at TPK.com. Let me show you guys that. God damn, this thing is nice. Stout V2. Available, oh, this Thursday. I'll pull it up and show you guys. You can still get nip slips. No way. You can still get a glow-in-the-dark nip slip at TPK. I'm going to share this. Come on, close that. We're going to take a look at this. Oops. 63 and beautiful there? Hell no. It is. Well, I guess today is much better than it has been. It's 50 degrees. It's just gloomy as hell. It's been gloomy for a couple of weeks, and we've been in the 30s. So I guess 50 is better, but I just wish there's no natural light the last couple of weeks for filming at all. We're going to go Inception mode for a second. But these are the new Devo Knives Stout V2. You got the camo carbon, which is beautiful. You got the watermelon sugar, which I really like there here in the middle. This watermelon sugar looks amazing. Look at that. Those colors are just crazy. And they look beautiful with the black clip. And then I really like the Fat Glow or Fat Matter Glow. So, and then the black wash blade. I think as much as I like the camo carbon and the sugar, like if the watermelon sugar had a black blade, I'd be all over it. But this glow in the dark with the black blade, yeah, that's the one I want. Look at those. Those are available this Thursday. But you can still pick up all three of the nip slips. And this is my favorite slip joint I've ever touched. By far, my favorite slip joint I've ever touched. DBDTPK saves you $5 on these. They do still have some. See, they're out on the slips. The Smooth Biss Ultim, that's what I wish I had that. I wish I had that nip light so bad. The Lushes are sold out. Looks like everything else is sold out. But you can get all three of the nip slips. I want this glow version in S90V. And this Thursday, you can get a matching stout. Those are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Getting warnings for a heat wave? Yeah, no, we're about to get some snow, homie. I don't like that shit. Going to be in Georgia for Christmas and New Year's, and that's going to be nice, at least. Pardon me. While I have everybody here, later, Mud, talk to you guys about this one more time. Nobody reached out to me after the last live. Who is closest to Springfield, Virginia, and is willing to go do a welfare check on Loser if I give you their address? So cold the feed froze. Who is willing to go to Springfield, Virginia and do a welfare check on Loser? I have an address. I just need somebody that's willing to go to Springfield, Virginia. Who's close enough that they can make a trip to check on Loser? He's not replying to any emails, and that's the only other method of contact I have for him. Is there anybody in here right now that's close to Virginia? I didn't think there'd be multiple of us actually worrying about loser, but that seems to be where we are at the moment. Yeah. California ain't gonna work. Yeah, I'm in Washington, so it don't work for me. Minnesota, okay. Okay, anybody else close? AZ? Yeah, Casey, I could ask him. Casey is slammed. Casey is really slammed, and I don't want to. I will ask him if necessary. MN is Minnesota. Far north. Cold as shit. It's northern Somalia. But KC close to Springfield. Okay. Okay. So right now I can reach out to KC. With his drops and stuff that he's got coming up, I'd rather bug somebody else if I can. LOU space ZHER. But nobody has seen him on here for over a month now. I have his email and his address, but no phone number for him. And he's not on Instagram or TikTok. He's like me. He hates. Oh, where in Minnesota? I thought you meant where is Minnesota. That's cool, Mick. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm not willing to call law. It's just not something I do. So I'm not going to call for a law enforcement wellness check. And the Kripple crew is big enough. We can find somebody. About 5 miles outside of Duluth. Virginia's not our state. I have contacts in the area for the club that does run Virginia, but I would rather not involve another color. I don't see any longer chat. I don't know why you're not a mod, Todd Carr. Let me fix that. I thought you was already. Now you should be able to post whatever you want. I know Chris is in Florida, not too far, and he'd be willing to make the drive. But with his daughter's health issues, I'd rather bug someone else. Yeah, there are a lot of states, Dwayne, where I would have just made a text message and had somebody ride over to his place. That's just not ours. Virginia. Casey's 3.5 hours. I didn't think of the fire department. Maybe I'll reach out to the fire department and see if they are willing to do wellness checks. I don't mind calling a fire department. I just won't call law. We'll get it figured out. Zero Gentry sharpening on Amazon for $100. Oh, is that the way? Is that the one that Neves just? Oh yeah, Neves just did a review on it. Yeah, if I would have read the rest of your comment. Yeah, that one's supposed to be pretty good. Neves said, especially if you grab a couple of the TS Prof pieces. Guns! What is up, brother? Member of Kripple Krew Inc. How are you doing today? We just been chilling, looking at B&A's, TRMs, talking a little bit about the giveaway this Saturday. Including the members only giveaway that Gons will definitely be able to enter for the Tenable Rayfell and CountyCom D2 Stub 2.0 in Orange G10, number 305. If you want a chance at the Tenable Rayfell and the limited edition CountyCom Stub 2.0, number 305, make sure that you click that join button before Saturday. There will be other Tactical Llama. What's up, homeboy? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Dropping them pimped out emojis. Changed stuff up a little bit. Added some. I know the stop piece that he recommends absolutely to have is like $70, he said, but worth it. And I don't remember, if you watch his review, he talks about the sharpening system, what TS Prof parts you should add to it, and how to get the most out of it for the least amount of money. Vegas Dad dropping them dope ass emojis. Yeah, you can get into a TS Prof like system for a fraction of the cost. I would definitely watch that Neves Knives video if you're considering that style of sharpener. Tactical Llama been busy cranking out content. He's about to give away one of these limited edition Vosteed Corgis that the Black Friday pre-sale is already closed, so these aren't available until January 20th. I don't know. I think they did 100 of them on Black Friday. There's only 500 total, and Tactical Llama is giving one of these away. 14C 28-inch sheepsfoot blade, Ultim with titanium plates. Crazy fun, fidgety action. The only way you can reach around a corgi and not get reported to the YouTube mods. Okay. So I will have my 1K giveaway this Saturday, the 7th. Tactical Llama will have his 37K giveaway Sunday, the 8th. We give it away B&A CRM. That depends on if he shows up or not. If he's in the live, it makes it a little harder. But yeah, what? That'd be what, like a $700 prize pack right there? The B&A TRM? Yay. Got the mini nightshade for your uncle. Just came in. He likes it. Hell yes. It's such a cool knife. I carry the mini more frequently than the full-size nightshade. Full-size nightshade's a nice knife, but the mini gets me almost as much with a more fidgety lock, and it just takes up no space in my pocket. So light. I carry that one a lot. This one is going to get a lot of carry. I really like this Corgi. So don't miss your chance to win a Corgi this Sunday from Tactical Llama. What number was yours again? This one is number 179. 179. I don't always like handles that are this neutral, but this one is wide enough, it's comfortable in every grip. Yeah, what number was yours? I'm curious now. My Corgi is 179. My Nightshade is number 72. And my Mini Nightshade is 477. So all of them have a 70-something in them. That's crazy. Yeah, they do. They all have a 7-something in them. $108. Nice. What's up, Bassmaster? How you doing, homie? Good to see you. God, the sound of that metallic opening is great. Such a good sound. That's going to make a great grand prize with the TakCom Nighthawk. Yay, Jimmy Crow Custom and $170 OTF. My favorite Jimmy Crow Custom to date. That's going to be so cool to give away. Here's a question for you. If you could have 462, nice. If you could have one grail on its way to you right now, what would it be? One knife, one grail. Fixed blade folder. If I could pick one knife to have on the way to me right now, damn, would I go with an AD20? Because I want the American-made big boy to go with the rest of my Shark Lock series. Or would I go with an Aries Thorn? If I could have any one knife on the way to me right now, it'd be an Aries Thorn. Or Aries Spike. Aries Spike XL, not Thorn. but it's between that and an AD20 to go with this set. Miller Bros fixed blade. Okay. I see Aries EDC. Yep. There's the Knives vid on that TS Prof clone if you want to check that out. It's a good video. But yeah, I really want to get an 8020 to go with these, but I think an Aries Pixie, if I could pick anything, it'd be the Thorn XL or Spike. I always say Thorn. Spike XL on the way. The Lamia. Okay. SPK Lamia, very nice. Another Jimmy Crow. Coldly slip through your fingers. 6-piece diamonds for 18 bucks. Damn. The Overland Sport. TJ Schwartz Overland Sport. That's one I really like the looks of. I like the Sport a lot better than the looks of the Overland. I do want a big, chunky shark lock, though, so bad. It's my favorite lock system. Whether it's the 80-20, 20.5s, or the much smaller and slicier Shark Cub. I just love the shark lock. Hell yeah, Gons! That's such a good knife. Such a good knife. Matter of fact, the Ultim one is currently in my back left pocket to be my left-hand knife. Such a beautiful knife. North Mountain Blade is doing some awesome stuff. Yeah, the stealth, I like the gray. The Murdered Out looks really dope, but I think I like the Battleship Gray looking one a little bit better on the stealth. How about you? Do you prefer the black or do you prefer the stealth gray? They also had the first review in a long time. Very cool. Very cool. The budget Shark Cubs dropped, and I think those are a good budget alternative, but the Black Friday price of $79 is much better than 90-something dollars for the Austin Shark Cub. Now, Demko does just fine with their Austin A. I have this one in Austin A. I don't mind getting a Shark Cub in that steel. I just think that the $79 price from this weekend is a much better price. Stealth Gray one. Yeah, hell yeah. That one is so cool. You know me. I had to have the Ultim. So that's why I got the Smoked Ultim Shark Cub. But that new tactical, stealth, the new stealths look great. Especially with the slicer blade. Nice, Mick. Yeah, they're already in the process of doing it, they tell me. So a little affirmation don't hurt. They say it's coming. I think that'll be a game changer for that knife. Because it's already a fantastic knife. But people are avoiding it because it's flipper only. Such a good knife. That's awesome, Mick. Like I said, affirmation helps. Yeah, reverse flickable down here would be nice. the spring pressure is definitely set too strong to try to flick it off that blade. It's got great spring tension for the flipper, but yeah, I want to be able to reverse flick, so I'm hoping the thumb studs take care of that. If I can reverse flick up the thumb studs, I'm a happy man. We got a neighbor's dog running through the yard. Good thing my dogs don't see it. Chill, Wiggles, it's fine. As a neighbor husky in the yard, about half the size, less than half the size of my husky. For this one, absolutely, code DBD at North Mountain Blade, saves you 10. Or do you mean for the stealth shark cub? I'm trying to get a Dimco affiliate. I don't have a Dimco affiliate yet. If you get them at Blade HQ, you can use my affiliate link. If they have them at White Mountain Knives, then you can save 10% with EDC with DBD. But I don't have a direct Dimco code yet. I'm gonna try to get one this week. So back to the TRM giveaway. Well, we do a numbers game. Yes, has to be tuned right. Don't worry about it, dogs. Ground Fog, what's going on, homie? How are you today? These TRMs are so nice. I really like this little Neutron. I'm going to compare it to, let's see how big you are compared. So a little smaller than a Pyrite, but not a whole lot. You guys aren't going out there with the dogs. It's not happening. You'll win. I'll have to pay money. No. What, you gotta go potty? You think if you go out in the backyard, you'll still be able to see them? Yeah, it's not gonna work that way. But I'll let you out back. You gotta go out back? Okay, go. Go. The newest Ultim, the Corgi. Oh, the North Mountain one. Yeah, the Chop 2 and Ultim is beautiful with that Sanmai SLD Magic compound grind. The best factory Ultim I've received. This stuff is as nice as custom Ultim. Brass back spacer. Just a beautiful knife. This is one of my favorites. And they're so laser sharp, everything that North Mountain does. They have the sharpest factory edges. That's so sticky sharp. Just barely touching that, it wants to go into my skin. The Chop 4 in the 80s carbon does look gorgeous. gorgeous. And you can still save 10% with code DBD. The chop 3s and 4s are pretty beautiful. Yeah, I'd like to see them do some more budget knives. You know, sub $100 like these guys, like the chop 2s. I'd really like to see them. I mean, their $200 knives are very nice. I have their Quaken, which is just a different blade shape on their chop knife, their original chop. And this is one beautiful knife. Their ceramic carbon fiber that they use is beautiful. Yes, my code works on all North Mountain blade knives, even when they're having sales. Yeah, Chop 2 Mini would be really cool. But yeah, this is the original chop is this, but with the Tonto blade. The Quaken, they just took the chop and added their Quaken blade. Still razor sharp SLD magic. Just one continuous edge, easier to sharpen. And their camo carbon, I mean, they're not camo carbon, ceramic carbon fiber is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Killer action on that front flipper. North Mountain blade knives always come ready to shave if you wanted to. Our best factory edges I have felt from any of these companies on a consistent basis has been North Mountain blade. So one of the knives that we're giving away this week for prize pack number 1 is a licensed knife that North Mountain blade did that Kituo blades also did. And that is the Sakura blade, the Sakura by Nemoto Design. This was licensed by North Mountain and they produce it in their factory. So it's not the exact same knife as Kituo because this is produced in the North Mountain factory. And, but it still gets their edge treatment. You can pick this guy up for like $54 with my code. And this still has a razor sharp edge from the factory. I haven't touched anything from North Mountain blade that isn't hella sharp. And even this blade, even this with, you know, it's a licensed design that they are producing, but it's $54 after code. OS8. Later, Gareth. Have a good one, my man. And but this one, because it's the Higanakami design, you get crazy leverage for that front flipper where you just touch it. You just barely push, and that thing will fly. You still have the traditional thumb divot that a Higanakami would have, even though it's not used as the lock. And you still get the full North Mountain blade kit. So you get a small cleaning cloth, a large cleaning cloth, knife oil, lanyard for paracord, 2 Band-Aids, 2 antiseptic Q-tips, and a very nice case. That'll be part of prize pack number 1. OS8 guns. I wish this was done in at least OS 10, but the nice frame lock design. They have it in 5 colors, and all of them have the carbon fiber overlay. Very comfortable knife. Long row of usable jimping. This will be part of prize pack number 1. Yeah, that one's coming with the the tip down berry sale knife. I couldn't send this knife out by itself. It's such a joke. But I wanted to give it away since it was sent in. So this is going with that Nomoto Sakura from North Mountain Blade, as well as a Next Tool Mini Sailor. So somebody's going to get a North Mountain Blade, a Next Tool multi-tool, and then this knife to beat the hell out of. Rockhound Huntress, what's up? What's up? Welcome. How are you today? Yeah, this knife, I wouldn't recommend the berry sale, but I mean, for a free knife to beat on and to get other stuff with it, I figure that's a good price pack. I have not checked out the Nerd, Ron Dobbins. This was my first time checking out any TRM, and these just showed up from B&A last night. So I've only checked out the Neutron, the Atom, and the Shadow. I know the Nerd is quite a bit smaller. It's meant to be a 5th pocket knife. I have not seen them in person. Sick, but Tonka tough, brother, watching while resting. Well, I hope you feel better soon, Huntress. That's no fun. Glad you're here anyway. Hopefully we can make your day feel a little bit better. I think so, Mick Ranger. Where are you located at, Huntress? In Michigan? Okay. I know Rock My World kind of girl, Sea Glass Rocks. She's up there as well in Michigan. Yeah, Pitbull's freaking out because it's cold outside. I'm gonna let her back in right quick. I'll be right back, folks. We'll grab some water too. Mr. Pete's cold, is he? Mr. Pete's cold. Man, I got kidney stones whooping my ass right now. Oh, you are sea glass. Okay. Okay. Yeah, my computer says it's 52 degrees outside, but no, it's 30 something outside. It's like 34 right now. Gotcha. Rock Counting Huntress. Okay. The Asher Akudo. Oh, that's such a nice knife. Llama has that, and Llama loves his Akudo. I haven't checked Asher out yet. I think they're priced phenomenally well for what they're offering. And I do plan on getting some Asher knives. I would like to check out a Spiro Warney. NFK20, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? I would love to check out the Spiro Warney and crossbar. And I really want to check out a little buddy. I appreciate that, Huntress. Yeah, they're not fun. Whooped my ass the last few days. Broadcasting Huntress, just so you know, this Saturday, the 7th, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, will be my 1K giveaway. Be going live at that time, giving away, I think it's up to a dozen knives, 3 wallets, and a couple of multi-tools, including a ladies only giveaway that Mrs. Deadly is doing. And that will be for the Fentiso Cobra button lock. Nice. There's that Asher Kudo we're talking about. There will be a ladies only giveaway from Mrs. Deadly for the Fentiso Cobra, as well as a lot of prize packs. And one of the prize packs, Sea Glass, is for members only. And that will be for the Tenable Rafe L and the County Comp D2 Stub 2.0 and G10, which is the G10 version of this little homie. Dope little 5th pocket knife. Limited numbers. They're all numbered on the pocket clip. And that will be for members only of the channel. So if you'd like to get a chance to win that, you'd want to join the channel before Saturday. And all levels of membership are qualify. So there's no need to go above handy capable unless you want to support. But yeah, that's going to be a dope members only giveaway. And then, yes, Mrs. Deadly asked me if she could give a knife away during the big event. I said, of course. And she picked the Cobra because she thought it was pretty and shiny, as well as she liked the fact that it has the button lock for finger safe action. So she chose the Fentiso Cobra to give away. She will be popping onto the live stream to give this one away on Saturday. Oh. Thank you. I appreciate that. The support of this community has been amazing. Just humbling and amazing. Faux show. And I'm going to try to do as many members only giveaway as I can. At the very least, one a month. The Roxxon Flex Companion, their little version of a Swiss Army knife that you can swap out all the tools in. They just hit me up this morning and asked if they could send me one of those to review and show off. So I'll be able to show that off on the channel along with the Flex pliers very soon. That's a cool looking multi-tool setup, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. Yeah, once a month is at least what I want to try. At the very least, I'm going to do one a month for members. I can't do like a G-ball one every week, but I can do one a month. Yeah, if I get to the point where they're sending in more stuff, like you know, like some of the other reviewers get, then we can do them more frequently. But we'll definitely start off with one a month. And the first members giveaway will be the Rayfell and the D2 Stub 2.0. Yes, that's why these lives end up going as long as they do. It's not because I'm trying to get more people to buy a membership or hoping more people will click on one of my links. No, I just love hanging out with everybody. And some of my favorite times of the week is my live streams when I get to hang out with the crew. Roxxon really does have some cool tools. I like this little M4 nail clipper multi-tool thing. It's such a dope little setup to keep you covered on the go. Man, if you had this M4 nail clipper kit with, oh, here, let me do it this way. Do it the right way. There we go. Pop out the nail clippers. So if you had this M4 nail clipper kit with the miniature bit set and the everyday Can Company multi-pass for your THC needs, I mean, man, you've got quite the EDC right there. Just in these two little guys. Multi-pass and the Roxxon M4 nail clipper multi-tool. Got your stoner needs, got your knife tuber clean your nails up a little bit needs, and your tools. Oh yeah. This community, Barbie Chambers, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? How are you, sis? Bushcraft. The giveaways are so much fun just because I like to send this stuff to folks and let them check it out. But a lot of companies, if you reach out to them on Instagram, let them know you're about to hit a milestone and that you want to do a giveaway. A lot of companies that might not send you something for a review will send you something for a giveaway. So it's always, yeah, look at them Kripple Krew emojis. All that drip. Look at that. Limping and pimping like a mofo. But there's a lot of companies that will kick in stuff for giveaways if you reach out and ask them. And that's how I'm able to build up these giveaways. And on some of the knives, when I get knives coming in for review, I tell companies right off the bat that after I review them, I might give them away. But if you reach out and say you're looking to try to do your first big giveaway, there are definitely a lot of companies out there that'll help. Yes, this is that's the way we have to show our appreciation for everybody that supports us. I mean, I can say thank you constantly, but it feels cool to be able to send somebody some knives to say thank you. I'm excited for Saturday. We've got some dope prize packs. I think, like I said, I think the first giveaway is going to be in the first 10 minutes of the live stream because we've got several packs to get through. So the first pack will probably happen in the first 10 minutes. Just kick it off right. Yeah, yeah. You get one, you get one, you get one. And that wall of emojis looking dope. YouTube Studio trying to get me to drop an ad mid live stream. No, thank you, YouTube Studio. We are not going to turn on an ad right now mid live. And that happened last week. I must have clicked that button, just it popped up. And this time I actually read it. But I remember last week, people were like, yo, did you just get an ad in the middle of it? We were over an hour deep. Now I see how it happened. YouTube pops that stuff up and tries to get you to click it to throw up an ad in the middle. I don't mind it if they do one at the beginning, but you don't need an ad in the middle of a live. Well, the minimum, there'd be a little bit of ad revenue from that ad. But, I mean, not a lot, I'm guessing, and not enough to make me want to throw one up in the middle of a live stream and just mess with everybody. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Yeah, YouTube always trying to get some of that time. That's nice, YouTube Premium. I need to switch to that. I really do now that I'm actually using YouTube all the damn time. Brian F., member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, homie? How are you? EDC Roundtable in the house. Mid-State EDC, man. He got spikes for you. He's got nice ferrocerium rods, all kinds of dope stuff. Check him out on EDC Roundtable. I need to put a link to that in my lives going forward. Yeah, that's worth it, Gons. I saw Brian on G-Ball stream the other night. Oh, absolutely, homie. You got some dope shit you've been showing lately. I like the way that you're switching up your red, white, and blue to include the glow. I dig it. Eagle Scout EDC, what's going on, man? How are you? Do you sell more of your ferrocerium rods right now, or are those all starting to sell more than the rods, Brian? Yes. Yes, these belong to Brand New American. He sent these in for review. They just got here yesterday. And I was carrying them in my pocket. Got the Shadow, the Neutron, and the Atom here to check out from B&A. Slicey Beasts, faux show. Oop, that was me. And great action for washer action. I knew I would like the Shadow. I thought I'd like the Atom more than the Neutron, but I was wrong. I like this Neutron better than the Atom. Yeah, their Riverlock feels great. I like the way they do the studs. Very proud. It makes them so easy to grab. And this one's running on washers too. But beautiful action. And this one is more comfortable in my hand because it's a little wider in the handle than the other guys. So this one feels the best in my hand for sure. You've owned them all, but you're not a TRM fan. Word. Out of the three, the Shadow is the one that I prefer. But out of their liner locks, I would rather have the Neutron than the Atom. It just fits. It's more comfortable in my hand. They're both very crazy slim, but because of where the swell is on this, it's not comfortable for me. Like this one is. It swells in enough right in the right place. I don't have to close my hand too much. Yeah, Eagle Scout will be streaming. Slicey as hell, for sure. All three of these. But especially this one. If I was going to get one of the three, this is the one that I would get. I have the Bulldog coming. That'll be here in the near future as part of the pass around group. So at least I'll be able to see how I think of the Bulldog compared to the Shadow. Because they're not making the Shadow right now. The Bulldog is the crossbar lock if you want to get a crossbar lock. I like it. He doesn't say Central Time. He says Texas time. That's a Texan. Oh yeah, I can't wait to check out the Bulldog. I was asking if the ferro rods are still your top seller or if those alls have started to outpace them. Neil Mac, welcome back. Yo. I really dig those alls with the sheath. Small spiky things are fun. Alls jumped up on release, but it's about 50-50 now. Okay. That's awesome. Glad they're doing well for you. Whoever wins this, the grand prize on Saturday, all TacKnives come with a warranty that is unsurpassed as far as what companies I've dealt with. They were so easy to deal with on the only issue I have ever had. But these they just fire over and over again with no worries. TacKnives Nighthawk. That's going to be a killer grand prize. I can't wait. Double dibs. Got to put fresh pig's ears. Oh, nice. They're loving that. Mine are ticked off at me because they saw somebody else's dog in our yard and I didn't let them go remove said dog from their property. So they're pouting. Is it just me, or have we seen almost too many front flippers this year? Seems like everybody wants to do front flippers right now. Not sure people like the alls you have with carbon fiber and wood together. Seem the solid carbon fibers sell better, but you like the natural wood grain. Got you. We'll have to check them out. Later on, have a good one. Hope you have a killer day. Thank you. Thumbs up the live. Yeah, way too many front flippers this year. I know it's become a lot more accepted as a means of deployment, but I still don't think it's very widely enjoyed. And I think some of the companies have really hurt some of their launches with too many front flipper onlys. I don't mind a front flipper with a back flipper that doesn't get in the way of my ergos, but at least give me something I can flick. This one I get because it goes all in the handle. But yeah, there's a lot of folks that don't like front flippers, and we've seen a ton of them this year, it seems like. Last year there was several, but this year seems like a lot. It might just be me, but I feel like I've been flipping way more front flippers than I ever expected. Give me something like this with the rear and front flipper fidgetiness, but the flipper tab's never in the way of the ergos. I'm cool with that. Then I can front flip it for fun, but people could use the rear flipper. I got these TRMs from Brand New American. They're only on loan. He asked if I wanted to check them out. I absolutely did. I just wanted to. I mean, they've got such a reputation. I wanted to check them out for myself. So these are his three. I mean, he uses these pretty frequently. They're not Save Queens faux show. He won't care if I give one away. You can. You can buy them from the Three Rivers Manufacturing website. This is available right now in a couple of different configurations. That's the Neutron. You can pick up an Atom in multiple configurations, G10, titanium. You cannot pick up a Shadow right now from their website. The Shadows are out of production, and they're talking about not bringing these back. So any Shadow you find is going to be a any Shadow is going to be secondary. Oh, I do like a front flipper that's done well. I've become a fan of a good front flipper. I just know I'm in the minority in that opinion, and that there's still a lot of anti-front flip out there. But yeah, one that's done well is just feels right. Helps if I get my hands slippery. I'm not gonna drop those on his knives. But yeah, a good thumb flip or a good front flipper, I personally don't mind. It's probably I don't know if it's my least favorite form of deployment, but I think we've seen a lot of it. Reverse flick is where I'm happy. Reverse flick is is my main method of opening anything. And if it doesn't have a reverse flick, I'm going to see if I can reverse flick it off the blade. You know, I'm going to try, even if it doesn't have a reverse flick option. Oh yes, they're not cheap, Mick. They're made, they're all 100% made in America. They make their own parts. They do everything in-house. So you are paying American-made small manufacturer price. But for that, I don't think that 240 for the carbon fiber Neutron in 20 CV with a good heat treat, I don't think that's overpriced. They are spendy, for show. Yeah, 100% USA made. So, I mean, they're still half the price of getting a USA made Hinderer or something, or a CRK. Yeah, they use good materials and they make them right here in America. So I believe the prices are fair. What's up, mister? Grimsmo knives look dope. I know that, I mean, they're Grail level status. I'd love to handle a Norseman and a couple of the others, but I have yet to check out a Grimsmo. So while I think they look cool and everybody says they're high quality, I've never touched one. I don't have an opinion. Like I think the Norseman is such a cool looking blade shape. And I do like the looks of their other knives. Gons, is that for Grimsmo or is that for TRM? Because I know you said you've owned all TRMs, you're just not a fan of TRM itself. I haven't messed with Grimsmo to see if they're worth the money to me. Oh, that's a damn good price for the Metamorph. That's a good looking O-stop Hell design. The next front flipper that I want is a Shaman. I want a Shaman. I hadn't handled one until I hooked up with Chris Warris, and he handed me his Shaman, and I saw that jimping right there, and I grabbed the Shaman and went like that, and the thing flew right open. And he looked at me and he was like, "Did you just front flip that?" I was like, "Yes," and it was easy. And I got it with my thumb, and I got it with my side finger again. And he's like, "All right, the rest of the drive home, I'm going to be figuring out how to front flip it." And now he can front flip his Shaman. But ever since grabbing that Shaman and just rolling that first front flip off of it, I want a Shaman now. Later, Bassmaster. Thanks for being here, my man. Is it their looks, their prices, or all their quality, or all of the above, Gons? You wanted the Spy 27? Yeah, that one looks good. I want. There's two versions that I would really love. One is the black micarta with the DLC CTS XHP. The other is the natural micarta with the S90V. More of the designs for you. Got you, Guns. Yeah, the S90V and the XHP both come with my burlap micarta handles. And the ones I felt on the XHP felt amazing in my hand. Just like it was made to be put in my hand and just stay there. And so I really liked the micarta on it. So that's why those two versions are my top two right now. Knife Center has the S90V exclusive with S90V, obviously, as I said, and the natural micarta burlap, and it looks fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, militaries are cool. Like the PM2 is you know, that's big enough for me. My PM2. A military tool would be cool to add to the collection, but like I have these for larger size knives, and I want a shaman. So the military is going to wait. Military 2 will wait. There are some other knives that I would rather have first because I know I would carry them more. The military, I know I'm not going to carry as much. The military 2. Kubi Lang, front flip it like the Cobalt. Nice. So, like a shaman is my next Spyderco I want. I want a Canis. I have 2 Grail Spydercos, and that's the Warney and Tonto blade versions of this. I want to get a Sage 5 before a PM3, just because the Sage 5 felt a little better in my hand. So many Spydercos I want. But Aries, an Aries custom fixed blade is the custom that I crave the most, mister. But my first custom is on the way right now. I'm supposed to have it Thursday. And it's a custom that I won from Under the Bridge Tool and Scale. And it is Krewware at 64 HRC. Yeah, that's Cerberus Ultim scales. They were exclusive to River's Edge Cutlery. They did the frag. They did a fish scale. They had a few designs. And the Ultim scales and Lynch Northwest clip make this carry so much nicer. So much nicer. Later, Todd. Mister, I'll show you real quick. Let me pull up the custom that I won. And I'll share my screen. That right there is my custom that's on the way. Emerald Abalone micarta up here. We've got a gold and or orange and copper carbon fiber. I don't remember what the back is yet, or off the top of my head. Oh, Ramhorn. This is Ramhorn back here. And then Krewware blade at 64 HRC. Just won that Sunday. That'll be here Thursday. I'm really excited. That's my first custom. My first knife with a custom heat treat. Like, I'm really excited to try it out. My first Krewware. And it comes with a very nice AG Leatherworks pocket sheath with an ulti clip. So it'll be a right front pocket dropper. I'm really, really stoked for that. I couldn't believe it when he hit me up Sunday and said I won that. He was like, "You won the custom fixed blade." I was like, "Dope." I was like, I have no clue what I just won. Couldn't remember it all. I had to go through his Instagram to remember what the hell it was. Very cool, mister. Yeah, Aries is next on yours. You got an edgy American in the works. Keith the Knife Freak does some awesome, awesome work. For sure. He's got some cool looking stuff I want to check out. There's so many awesome smaller makers right now. Yeah, Brian, I was crazy stoked for that. Like I said, it'll be my first custom, so that's gonna start me into another expensive rabbit hole, I'm sure. Not that I didn't already really want an Aries Spike XL. But yeah, once I get my hands on that, oh, I can't wait to show that. Like I was already trying to decide if that was going in the suitcase when I go to Georgia for Christmas, or if I was going to leave it in the safe locked up at home. But I think I'm going to bring it with me because it's not going to be. It's going to be a user. I was worried about flying and losing it, but I'll be bringing other knives as well. I think I'm taking it with me to Georgia. It's the first knife I've ever thought about like that. Like, shit, I'm gonna not be happy if TSA takes that. Get a Keith the Knife Freak knife with a 19 leatherwork sheath, and then you get a Mitten State EDC all to go with it, and you are set. Oh, and a ferro rod, because you'll be able to strike it off the back of the Keep the Knife Freak knife. Then you really got a Michigan carry. Yeah. Traveling it's always a you know, I always wonder what am I going to bring? And I will be bringing I always bring one of my full-size Spydercos. You know, this was my only full-size Spyderco. But now that I have the Mannix, I'll probably bring the Mannix. I'll bring several knives because, you know, I have to. And the only one I'm questioning is that new custom 940 in check bag. There you go. I can't see one knife doesn't do it for me. Not enough. Like I feel like I need to have at least two. It's an army thing. Two is one is none. I feel like I got to have at least two. And then my neck knife always has to go with me. Being that I'll be in Georgia, I'll probably just bring one belt fixie, which I'll probably bring the raccoon. I don't know though. I might just do today's belt fixie is the Dust Devil in Ultim. I might bring that to Georgia instead. And you know what, Brian? I hope that people advertise their stuff here. Just because I hope everybody gets a chance to make any sale they can. Everybody's hustling. And if you got a chance that somebody might buy one of your items while on my live, go for it, man. This is an EDC live stream. I want everybody to show off their links for their accounts. You know, if you've got a store, you can link your store. Let me make you a mod. This economy is tough enough. Everybody hustling. If you can pick up even one extra sale, it's worth it. There we go. Now you'll be able to drop your link from now on if you want. Lost your off-grid hoglet on your trip to Minnesota? That looks like a great neck knife. Great neck knife. Both, mister, because there's typically keychain size multi-tools in my EDC pouch. My main multi-tool, this one is I've been carrying in their leather sheath. Titanium Justin, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? This is my #1 most used non-plier based multi-tool. The Rocktool STO2 with the full bit driver. These tools back here, you got your screwdrivers, your bottle opener, etc. And those all lock. You've got one of the best pairs of scissors you're going to find. And that's on a line lock, and a nice clip point blade. All for under $20 or right at $20. The Rocktool STO2 is my #1 most used multi-tool. Now, I do like Little Native. Yes, I got you like that. I do like a plier-based multi-tool when necessary, but I find that I get by most of the time with my STO2 and no need of pliers. Speaking of pliers, the video today that's going up later today with prize pack #2 for the giveaway will have the Rocktool SKO2, which is the full-size version of the tool I just showed. Rocktool is giving one of these away to the winner of that prize pack. And this, you still get the full-size bit driver. You get more tools over here. And then your scissors are moved over here. And then on this side, you've got your clip point, your serrated sheep's foot, your 3-sided file, all on liner locks, and the best saw that I've found on a multi-tool, 2 rows of crazy teeth. SKO2. Rocktool makes some good tools. Do have manners. Yeah, the Hoglet's one I want to check out. Okay, the Hoglet knife. The Hoglet knife is one I want to check out. Yeah, today's prize pack video for prize pack #2, Ozark Grail, Rocktool SKO2, and a wallet. Boom. EDC setup, prize pack #2. How you been, TJ? How's your day going? Well, giving away a couple multi-tools this Saturday, Gons. Maybe you can win another one. I'm also going to have pretty soon a video comparing all the different multi-tools that I've tried lately. The Phantom, the Flex, the SKO2, the next tool. Depends for what, mister. I like to have both. I prefer to use a fixed blade for self-defense or beef jerky defense. But I use folders more often. Nice. I'll have to check that out, Justin. I get back home and I'm still up. What's up, Knock Nut? Good to see you, homie. Another member of Kripple Krew Inc. Figure I'll probably go for about another 10 more minutes and then I'll pop off. So let people bounce over and check out Eagle Scout. I still got to get that prize pack video for today's shot and uploaded. I've got like 5 of those prize pack videos I got to shoot for this week. I think the only, unless I find something to put with it, the only giveaway that is just one item so far is the ladies only giveaway. I don't know. Oh, you know what? The M4 from Roxxon with the nail clippers and then the tools on the back might make a really good lady prize. Little blade, nail file. Huh. Uko gear, Tamora, a lot of camping outdoor gear. I'll have to look at that stuff. UCO gear. I'll check that out. That's interesting. I prefer the shadow out of these. It fits my hand better. I like the bigger handle. The Bulldog, because the shadow isn't available anymore, the Bulldog is their new crossbar lock. That one looks really cool, but I can't judge it yet. I'll have one here soon to review. But until then, I can't judge it. I know Brian, like he says, has one. I prefer the Neutron to the Atom if you're looking at the liner locks. For my hands, the Atom I like a long knife, a big knife. But because these are so thin and the swell isn't until way back here, I'm not comfortable on this knife unless I'm way back here. Up here, my hand starts to cramp. Later, Llama, thanks for being here, my man. Don't forget, his giveaway is this Sunday. And one of the prizes he's giving away is one of these CountyCom limited edition Vosteed Corgis. So don't forget, Tactical Llama, watch his channel for the entry video. Oh no, he's doing his the same way I am, I think. Doing a MC style video that you can enter in while you go. But he's got a bunch of stuff for his giveaway. The shadow on the other, the Neutron on the other hand, because this gap right here is much smaller, the swell fits my hand better. And I can be comfortable right here or choked up. So the Neutron is much more comfortable for me than the shadow. Than the Atom. But the shadow is my favorite of these, and I really want to check out the Bulldog. Tactical shopping. Yeah, he really trips him out when he's over in the meat section. Yeah, mister, if you're not a subscriber, I recommend subscribing because, like I said, this weekend, a dozen knives, a couple of multi-tools, some watches, all being given away on Saturday. Gonna be a good time. Plus, knife and EDC content every day. Always a minimum of 2 live streams per week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. But lately, been going awesome. Glad to hear. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Also been dropping surprise lives throughout the week at different times. Love to hang out with the Kripple crew. A Rolex, what? Love to hang out with the Kripple crew. And War Room EDC and I just decided that we will be starting a weekly nighttime program. We just don't know what evening or time yet. But War Room EDC and I, right now, the working name for it is War Crips. You know, we might come up with a different name, but right now, War Crips is going to be at least once a week at nighttime. War Room EDC and the Kripple crew. What am I missing about the Rolex? A Rolex? No way. I must have missed something. Gotcha. Oh, it's part of the giveaway stuff. Okay. I'm a little slow on that one, homie. War Crew? Sounds a little better than War Crips. Of course. We're going to come up with all kinds of gang signs. The only problem is when the arthritis and shit kicks in, we're not going to be able to throw them. Everybody's going to wonder why we're just holding our hands like this. But in our head, man, we're going to be throwing out all them signs. Nah, I'm not. I can't stand it. I don't like stuff on my wrists. Yeah, probably not the wet cookies crew, but I've tried to be a watch guy. I can't stand having them on my wrist anymore. I don't know where they are anymore. I'd prefer to carry a pocket watch again. I have a couple. I don't know what I did with them. I'd rather carry a pocket watch again than a wristwatch. I don't know why I haven't thought about adding a pocket watch to my EDC. I used to carry one quite a bit. I have a couple of really nice watches that my dad got from his company that he was with for almost 40 years, you know. One of them is gold band and face. I think it's 14 karat, I don't remember. But the other one is steel, but has diamonds on the numbers and shit. And it's like, yeah, they're nice, they're cool, but they ain't me. They ain't my style, and I don't like them on my wrist. Welcome back, Lady Ginger. 3 hours and 40 minutes. Too long. But it's never too long when I'm hanging out with the crew. I'm going to go ahead and shut this stream down right now. And I've monopolized enough of the time. And interesting how that swap happened, Mick. Yeah, I'm going to shut this down so that folks can jump on over and support Eagle Scout for a bit. I always appreciate the crew hanging out with me. And keep an eye out for the giveaway videos this week showing the different prize packs. And then this Friday, there will be a members-only video to enter to win the members-only pack. Everything else will be done live on Saturday during the stream. But this one is the only prize that will not be live participation required. Since this is for members only, you know, they're already paying for the privilege of not having to be there when their name is called. But all the other prize packs will require live participation, and there's a lot of them. You as well, Ginger. Congrats on the new design coming out. That looks sick, and I can't wait to check it out. Welcome to the new members of the Kripple crew, and to my OGs. You know I always appreciate y'all. Until next time, stay safe. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be really cool. Show it off. Yeah. And hit me up on Instagram, Bladed Ginger, EDCwithDBD. We can talk about having you join some of these, like the Tuesday or Saturday lives. All right. Till next time, stay safe, stay frosty, and stay deadly.